Thomas Styron.
Please, on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Ovatella on behalf of Mr. Thomas Styron, who's to my right.
Sergeant Howe.
Sir, if you please come forward and be sworn.
Take a seat, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give and the truth and the whole truth tonight. Yes, sir. Thank you. First and last name.
All right, you may inquire.
Thank you. And preliminarily, Your Honor, for the record, at the first preliminary exam, the prosecutor at the time put on the record that the people intend to amend the complaint and information to add an added count 4 of felonious assault with the victim being Sergeant Houck, an added count 5 of felony firearm, and an added count 6 of felony firearm. And
So
I do,
2 counts of felony firearm.
yes,
All right.
and count 4 of assault with a dangerous weapon with the victim being
Oh, that
Sergeant Houck.
you said count 4.
Yeah.
You meant the 4th added, or
Sorry. So we have 3 on the complaint, an added count 4 of felonious assault,
oh,
count 5 felony firearm, count 6 felony firearm.
okay.
Thank you. And then the basis would be count 5 felony firearm would attach to the count 4 felonious assault. Count 6 felony firearm will attach to both count 2 and count 1, the RNO and the fleeing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Sergeant, where are you currently employed?
Sure.
For how long have you been employed as such?
Um,
Were you working in your capacity as a sergeant with the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office on January 31st, 2024?
yeah.
Were you working at approximately 12:06 a.m.?
Yeah.
Is that your standard shift that you work is midnights?
Almost 6 feet.
Thank you, PM, not AM, PM. Correct? So we're talking in the middle of the day. Thank you, my apologies. How did you come to be involved in this investigation?
Came in dispatch, rapid SOS, which is a geolocation for hang up call, and it was taking a particular location, so I went to check that space first.
Did you have the opportunity to go to the area where the 911 call was pinging from?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you are being dispatched to something called a geolocation or a 911 call pinging to an area, does that tell you something about the type of area that you're looking for?
It generally gives you intersections where it's closest to.
Specifically, in this case, the intersections you were looking for, and let me ask this question a different way. What's the difference between, what is a rolling domestic?
They're in a vehicle. They're moving in a vehicle, and there's a domestic assault taking place while they're in a car, while it's in motion.
Thank you. In this particular case, when you were dispatched to this area, were you looking for a rolling domestic?
Yes, well,
Why?
that was the call came in.
Did you have the opportunity to make it all the way to the area that you were being dispatched to?
I did. I checked that area and I couldn't find anybody.
What did you do after you did not find anybody at that location?
On the dispatch screen, there was a name that I recognized from previous domestics. The female was involved as a victim.
That's the name you were familiar with.
Yeah.
When you are in this moment back in January 2024 and you are familiar with this particular victim, do you have a suspect in mind?
I had, after I was some research, a particular person that I know. This analysis that I got him from his car or cat.
Do you know the race of the person that you had in mind as the suspect?
Yeah.
And what was that race? White male. While you are looking around for somebody related to this rolling domestic, do you come across somebody otherwise?
I did, yes.
This other person that you come across, where are they?
So I did some research on the corner of Tyler and called them. So I went to that location first and checked that. On the station there, I was doing some other research on the vehicles that were in the part of the address, and I was asking for all the vehicles that were registered to the particular female victim that I was looking for. So I could go look for those cars if they were out and about. And one of the cars was a Buick with license plate on it. I passed my driver's side door with no license plate.
What did you do when you saw that?
I asked dispatch, the person I was speaking to on the lead channel, whether or not they could tell if the lien return for the vehicle plate was a sedan or a van. And I did not get a return from them. I didn't get a response from them, so I actually got stopped.
When you attempted to effectuate a traffic stop, what area were you located in?
I was on Calder. I was facing north.
Were you in the area of Calder and Seneca in Ypsilanti Township, Washtenaw County, Michigan? What is the speed? You were on Calder?
Yes, I'm Calder.
What is the speed limit in that location?
25 miles neighborhood.
When you say that you attempted to effectuate a traffic stop, what did you do to attempt to effectuate a traffic stop?
Red lights initially. I was working to effect a traffic stop.
Fair to say that there was a traffic violation occurring of not having a plate on the vehicle.
Yes, sir.
And then in addition to that, you were looking for a suspect regarding this domestic violence situation.
Yes. Fast script of current boyfriend.
When you say the person in the vehicle, you're referring to the driver?
Yes.
Thank you. Once you your emergency lights, what occurred?
The vehicle did not stop.
What occurred? What did the vehicle do instead?
So I activated my siren.
Once you activated your siren, the vehicle kept going? Was there a point that the vehicle came to a stop?
It did turn into a driveway. I called it.
For how long did this pursuit continue before it turned into a driveway?
About 20 seconds or so. My license started activated.
Once the vehicle pulled into that driveway, what occurred?
Beautiful driveway. The brake lights came on the car. I could not see the driver's side of the vehicle at that time. The brake lights were on, which indicates to me that the driver was still seated in the car. And as I went to exit my car, the brake lights came off and the car shifted.
So fair to say, because now I'm understanding that you could not see the driver's side. So fair to say when the driver pulls into the driveway, he must be turning right into a driveway.
Yes, you are.
And you are behind his vehicle?
All to the side. I didn't get completely behind him.
When he pulls into the driveway, do you remain on the road or do you pull in the driveway behind him?
I'm still on the roadway.
And so in this angle, we kind of have an L shape of vehicles.
Yes.
Fair? And you don't have a visual of the driver's side of the vehicle. Thank you. And you've described what you've observed about the brake lights. And then I believe you said you saw the vehicle shifting.
Yes, you can see the vehicle shift.
And what did that tell you?
Indicated me of my training experience that somebody was exiting the vehicle on that side of the car.
What did you do when you observed this? And coupled with the brake lights?
Yeah, coupled with that, not being able to see what they were doing, I pulled my firearm and kept it delivery.
Are you saying, are you exiting your vehicle while you do this?
Yes.
And are you saying anything?
Not until I see the person.
What do you say when you see the person?
Something to the effect that you put your hands in the car, put your hands in the car.
How are you uniformed during this time?
As I am here, stating in court, I've got one mark 360 degrees that shares evidence.
When you tell the driver of the vehicle to put his hands on the car, where is your firearm?
Still at the low ready.
What does low ready mean? I apologize.
So it's not directly pointed at somebody, but it's slower. It's at the ready to be utilized if necessary.
Thank you.
Directly at them if I need to.
Am I understanding that both of your hands would have been on?
I know I could use it. I had at some points, yes, but sometimes no. I could use my hands to gesture.
I understand. Thank you. The person that got out of the vehicle from the driver's side, if you were to recognize them again, if you were to see them again, would you recognize them?
I would.
And is that person present in the courtroom today?
I would be assuming because he's wearing a mask. I can't.
I understand. Thank you. Your Honor, could you ask him is that appropriate?
He just did.
He has. Okay.
Yes, that would be Mr. Schneider.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Please let the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant.
Without objection, record so reflect.
And so the defendant is the person that you are ordering to put his hands on the hood of the vehicle. When you are ordering him to put his hands on the driver's side of the van, have you walked around to the driver's side of the vehicle with him, or where are you?
I am coming around, so I was stuck on the blind side of the car, which means I couldn't see him. So as I'm coming around the nose of my car, I'm able to finally have him come into view, and he is outside the vehicle. That time, at which time I ordered to put his hands on the side of his van.
And did he comply with that command? What did he do?
Came on.
Do you recall the things that he was saying to you?
Some of them,
Do you recall something along the lines of him being at his house?
yes.
This indication of essentially he's at his house, so you no longer have authority over him?
Something along that line. I remember that.
Did he comply with your verbal commands?
No,
Did you did you give him any additional verbal commands of what you wanted him to do?
yes, in addition to telling him when I stopped him.
Fair to say that one of the things that you're repeating to him is to put his hands on the vehicle.
Yes,
And even while you're repeating it, he's refusing.
that's correct.
While he is refusing to comply with your commands, do you do anything with your firearm?
Holstering it and just kind of walk up and make an arrest.
What was he under arrest for?
Shocking.
Are you able to make it all the way to him and effectuate an arrest?
No.
Why not?
As I was approaching, he said I'm armed. So I withdrew my firearm and pointed directly at him.
Why did you do that?
For my own defense.
Once he indicated to you that he was armed, did you see a firearm prior to him being in your physical custody?
No.
Did he indicate to you where the firearm was? How did he indicate to you where his firearm was?
He gestured with his hands.
What does a gesture mean? Is he pointing or something? And where was he pointing?
Towards like his midsection area. He was wearing like a sweatshirt.
Did you have the opportunity to observe his hooded sweatshirt at that time?
If I could see it.
You could see it. What does that mean?
I could see the sweatshirt.
Was there anything about his sweatshirt that appeared consistent to you with being in possession of a firearm?
You could see that there was weight in the pocket. I just couldn't identify whether it was a firearm.
So after he's identified to you that he has a firearm in his possession, does he threaten you?
Make a threat, yes.
How did he threaten you?
While just in the time frame of discussing whether or not he was armed with a firearm, he had indicated he was going to cook me.
So let's take that a step back. So what is the conversation that's going on about the firearm?
That he has it, he's armed with it.
What is his tone and demeanor while he's communicating with you?
He's argumentative. He's got a blade stance, which is a defensive or combative stance. It's not someone who is complying with my orders, legal orders to go and be placed under arrest.
And while he's in this argumentative tone telling you about his firearm, he says to you, "I'm going to cook."
Twice.
He says it twice. How did that make you feel?
I thought that he was going to attempt to shoot me.
What did you do while you were feeling that this armed person who was argumentative with you was going to attempt to shoot you? What did you physically do?
Well, I retreated a little bit. I put my vehicle engine lock between him and me. And then I started looking at the backdrop because I saw movement back there. Female and maybe some kids in the window or some moving in the window of the house. So I had to take into account all that stuff. Something like that's going to happen.
When you say that you're looking at the backdrop, is part of that for the event that a firearm is discharged?
Yes.
Either yours or his?
Correct.
Is there a point that he is explaining to you that he intends to defend himself?
Yes.
Is there a point that he says to you, "Do you understand me?"
Yes.
Fair. Oh, thank you, Your Honor. The question, "Do you understand me?" Did you understand that to be related to his statements about defending? While he is saying these things to you about defending himself and "Do you understand me?" is his argumentative tone continuing?
Yes, it is.
Is there a point that you were able to place him under arrest?
Yeah, back at the right scene, we were able to get him to comply.
Backup arriving on scene, would that include other deputies?
Yes.
Is there a point that he's in handcuffs? After he is in handcuffs, is a search incident to arrest conducted?
It is.
Do you know if a firearm was recovered?
Yes, ma'am. We're going to cover the person.
Fair to say that this was I'm going to give this a try here, a handgun?
Yes.
It was a Taurus, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recall whether the Taurus handgun was, whether it had any ammunition in it?
I believe I had a little magazine, but it was not around in the chamber.
Thank you. Now, some follow-up questions about what occurred after he was arrested. Did you transport him to the Washtenaw County Jail?
I did not.
Why not?
Well, I was on the way to the Washtenaw County Jail. There wasn't an incident that happened, and the me being a sergeant, I had responsibilities to attend to those situations and emergencies, and I can't take a prisoner to those emergencies. This emergency was a vehicle to a house while undercover units.
This is the moment everything legally escalates. The instant a suspect says I'm armed, the encounter shifts from a routine traffic stop into a use of force analysis. Officers are trained to assume worst-case scenarios here, not because they want to, but because hesitation can be fatal. At the same time, this is where courts later slow everything down and ask, was the fear reasonable? Were commands clear? Did the officer have other options? So here's the question for you: when words alone trigger a drawn weapon, where should the legal line be between officer safety and constitutional restraint?